Hey guys, it's airsoft. We got another review for you. This is of my new P90 that I've just got from Just BB Guns. Yep, I'm not very proud that I bought it from Just BB Guns, but they're the only people who had a P90 in stock, and it went out of stock in a few days. So I was lucky to buy it when I got it. When I saw it, it comes with a manual, battery and charger, and a cleaning rod, an unblocking rod. So yeah, let's have a look at the gun. Starting at the front end, you've got the flash hider. It's an anti-clockwise thread, so it's the opposite to normal threads. You've got two bits there, sort of half thingy there, and yeah, there we go. It's quite fiddly to do. So yeah, the whole of this bit, the housing around the magazine, is metal. So that includes the 3 RAS rails, the short ones on the sides, and the long rail along the top. The cocking lever has no function whatsoever, but it does work for authenticity, I suppose, which I quite like. The gun itself, its build quality is amazing. I bought this gun for about £180 to £190, can't quite remember. But I had to get it two-tone painted as well, which costed about an extra £10, I think. But yeah, they've done a really good job with the painting, as you can see. There's no sort of extra bits of just accidental spray green on the black parts, which is good. So it looks professional. It's been done professionally. The trigger, you've got a good safety here. So it's on safe at the moment. Flick it around one. I think that's one. There we go. Flick it around one. That's on semi-auto. Flip it around again. That's on full auto. And it's quite easy to use. There we go. I'm not going to fire it since it's fully loaded, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass to unload again. So talking about loading, let's have a look at the magazine. You've got two sort of slidey button things here. Push them back, and then flips the magazine up just like that. Okay, so let's quickly have a look at the magazine. It's a 300 round high capacity magazine. I don't like high cap magazines, but since you can't get any, since low cap magazines are extremely rare for P90s, I don't tend to buy them. I don't think you can get them at all, actually. You probably only get them in America. Anyway, I'm going to show you how the magazine works. First of all, you got a spring which is down here usually. Pull that all the way back, and then you've got to open this little trapdoor. Do that now. The good thing about this is that the spring doesn't catch, you have to hold it back, but when you open the door, it stays back. So it will go straight back if the door isn't open, like that. But if you put it back and then open the door, then it'll stay back. This is when you pour your BBs in, and then when they're full, you've got all 300 in there, close that, and then it snaps shut. For just small details and authenticity, they've put on the side of the mag 10, 25 and 50, which is the amount of bullets that the real gun would have in. So you'd know 25 bullets are there and 50 are there. But in actual fact, you get 300 in this mag. Once you've done all that, you simply twist this up, do it quite a few times. You don't want to overwind it though, otherwise they'll all ping out. So there we go. I'd say do it about 7 or 8 times, maybe more if you want to. If you want to completely deconstruct the magazine, I'm not too sure because I haven't done it yet, but I think you just slide this little bar off here, and then you can take it apart from there. But I don't see why you want to do that, unless it was broken in some way. Feeding on this gun is extremely good. Feeding a hole here goes into there. So it's semi-gravity fed, semi-mechanical, semi-spring. So we're going to put the magazine back in, this end first. It doesn't clip in properly, so you just got to hit it like that. And that's your magazine back in. Okay, we're going to move on to the hop-up. It's just under the grip. So there's just this little slidey thing here that opens up like that. Inside, there's a little wheel. It's that yellow thing that you can see on your screen. That's not going to work. You turn that either one way or the other to adjust your hop-up. It's not the most easy access hop-up in the world, but you know, it's there. Last but not least, we've got the battery. To release the battery, push this button here, and then usually with two hands it will slide that way, like that. Take it off. That uncovers the housing for the battery. Okay, so you got a NIMh battery. NIMh batteries are pigs, really. I don't like NIMh batteries. It's a 9.6 volt. It's 1100 milliamps. As you can see, there's not very much room for the battery, but you just got to man it out and squash it in a bit. Just sort of pack your wires down like that. Make sure they don't get trapped when you put the cover back on. And then you just put it back on the same way you got it off, but you don't have to push the button, of course. Okay, so that's all the components of the gun. Now we're going to talk about its FPS and its range and stuff like that. So its FPS is approximately 390 with 0.2 gram BBs, probably a little bit more with 0.12s, probably something like 410, 420. The range of the gun is probably something like 60 metres. I haven't even tried it out yet because I've only just charged the battery up. So I'm going to do a shooting review in a bit. The gun itself shoots at 700 rounds per minute, which is pretty fast. My AK-47 CQB shoots that fast, and I'll show you the rate of fire now. So let's hear it on semi-auto first. Stick it on full. For a P90, I'll be honest, I'm not too impressed with the rate of fire. P90s, you usually expect them to be quite a fast firing gun, because they're quite small, slightly less accurate with the short barrel. You'd expect them to compensate for that with the rate of fire and the power, and not so much the range. So, all in all, it's a really good gun. Completely, no flex in it at all. The plastic is really high quality, and I'm not just saying that. This plastic is really, really high quality. The metal, with it being, it's probably stainless steel, I'm not sure, is extremely, extremely strong. And my only issue with the gun is its rate of fire, really. And maybe its power, because its power, you're not going to be able to use it in a skirmish site very well. Skirmish sites usually allow 350 to 370 FPS maximum for AEGs, and this goes quite above that limit. I don't have a chronograph, but I've seen videos, and you can watch videos of people with chronographs firing this gun. Onto the manual. It's a pretty crappy manual. If you're wondering who this is made by, it doesn't really say, but it does say that it's licensed by Cybergun, and a lot of people have it under King's Arms. So I'm gonna call this. I'm just gonna call this a P90 airsoft gun review on YouTube. But as I say, it's licensed by Cybergun. But a lot of people say that just because it's licensed by Cybergun doesn't mean it is a Cybergun gun. So I think it's King Arms. So if anyone knows, properly, because just BB guns being useless, they never tell you anything about who it's made by. They just try to class it as their own, really, which is a bit naughty. So yeah, the manual just shows you really how to work the magazine and how to charge and put the battery in. It doesn't give you a specific time on how long you should charge the battery for. I left mine to charge for 4.5, 5 hours last night. I think it was 5 hours, and that's when it got really warm. And I took it out, and it sounded fine. So about 4.5 to 5.5 hours will do. But because it's a NIMh battery, you have to have it fully drained before you can charge it up. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something about how good this gun can be. So yeah, I'll do a shooting test very soon. Thanks for watching.